Currently, we are not connected. I'm going directly from Telecom in Germany to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania server. And I mean, if you look at the video I just released for 2025 and new PC, you'll see it's not the PC that's doing this. It is their servers, okay? These are some of the different characters. We'll get into character generation later. I'm going to break this into different videos. Now, because I have a VIP status, I have a monthly subscription, I get little bonuses like a 10% chance to avoid item wear during combat, those kind of things. Little things that does help in the game, and it gives me access to more stuff in the game. However, it does not give me access to the expansions, much like World of Warcraft. If I want the expansions, I've got to buy them. So here, you will notice my latency is 175, 116. Okay, I've got a 0% loss, but you see how my received and my sent. All right, it's just the latency is horrible. You need a latency at least below 100 to really overcome that freezing issues and so on. Another problem with this is if you go into your social tab, you'll notice it's still populating. But it will try to populate in the background. See, that one just populated. So when you first log into the game, to help remove a little bit of that latency issue, you open your social, you go through, and you let it populate, especially the grouping and the who section. See there, it just repopulated. Now, once that's populated, it will now be dedicating your bandwidth to your actual character and not background processes. You're still going to have it, but you notice we've dropped almost, we're doing, well, there goes, it's back up to 118 now. All right, but it will drop a bit lower. And undoubtedly, there's a lot of people playing right now. This is early morning here in Germany, so it's late night stateside. So I'm taking a loss right now of a 0.0 to a 0.5%. So that is that issue. Now, how do we fix that? There's not much you can do to fix it. You can go in to your into your network connections and edit your IP assignments. Okay. You can turn that where I turn off my IPv6 and I run it directly on an IPv4. See here? I've got the IPv6 running, but I'm running the game through my IPv4. Okay? It's just, I'll get much better. So let's have a look at that. Again, to do this, I've got to quit the game. We're going to connect to New York. I really like this one, StrongVPN. I've used it for years. The service has been terrific, but their prices are starting to go up a bit more than what I want to, what I'm going to be able to afford. So that's something I've got to consider. But if you're looking for a good VPN, this is one I would suggest. A lot of these antiviruses and stuff come with VPNs, but they want to control your stuff. And this allows me much more hands-on control of where I want to connect and what I want to do than iTop and some of the other stuff, in my opinion. I'm sure that, they're great for what they do. They're great for what you pay for, but just be aware of that. You'll notice I've already logged in much faster. And let me put in the password and then I'll get back to you. So we're going back to the exact same server. Now, if I went to their 64-bit server, even with this, I'd be getting like 170 latency and a significant packet loss. And no one from the company can tell me why. It's just one of those, we're aware of the situation and working on it. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. See, I'm already back into the game much faster. See, it's already been updating. Give that a second just to be sure. There we go. See, it did the update. We'll go into here. Just give it a minute to do its little update. This also, you can do searches. And you can, there's a looking for group and all sorts of things. Just like World of Warcraft. Dark Age of Crack-A-Lot, or sorry, Dark Age of Camelot, and things of that sort. So, now let's look at our IP. And we're already down to a 98 and a 99. Okay. Our received has went up. Our sent is basically the same because that's my internet connection. All right. So, that is about the only two ways that I have found effectively at this time to reduce that latency and so on. Other than that, overall, the game is fairly good to go. Okay. The graphics is about what you would expect from a 20-year-old game. Actually, it's a little bit better than it used to be. All right. And so, that is the negative aspects. Now let's look at some of the components of the game itself.